Hey guys, this is Music Tech Help Guy, and today we're taking a look at the Antares Duo Evo plugin, which I got as part of the Avox 4 Vocal Toolkit bundle, but you can also buy it as a standalone plugin. This plugin is great if you want to create a doubled vocal sound, but you only have one vocal recording available. So this is great for thickening up vocals and creating a cool stereo effect with them. So let's take a listen to the vocal as is, and then I'll kick in the music so you can hear it in context.
I felt the calm before the storm, the clouds rolled and the thunder roared. I beg the rain to take you away and break these chains that left me enslaved.
Alright, so the clip is in stereo. That's just because I bounced it out of Pro Tools to bring it into Logic, but it is just a single vocal recording with one microphone. So it's pretty dry, and we want to maybe thicken this up a bit. So I already have the Duo Evo plugin on the vocal channel strip. Let's just kick that in, and let's see what it sounds like just with the stock setting.
I felt the calm before the storm, the clouds rolled and the thunder roared. I beg the rain to take you away and break these chains that left me enslaved so I could run.
Yeah, so it's even just the stock setting sounds a lot wider. And the other great thing about the Duo plugin is it's really easy to use. Basically what the Duo plugin does is it takes your original voice and layers it with a double of the voice with variation on that voice. So you can independently control the original signal and the doubled signal. You can also pan the original signal and doubled signal left and right. Now this is typically what I'd do in the studio if I was actually doubling this recording with two different recordings. I'd take one vocal recording, pan it all the way or mostly to the left, and another and pan it mostly to the right. So you can do that here to create width, some stereo width between the two voices. All right, at the top here, we can choose what voice type that we have. So soprano is high female vocalists, alto and tenor is lower and mid-range female vocalists and higher male vocalists. Baritone and bass is lower male vocalists, and you can also use it on instruments as well, which we'll go ahead and we'll use it on the guitar later on. So I'm going to choose soprano because she's sort of a higher singer. And let's go over the variation controls. Now, the variation controls only affect the doubled voice over here. They do not affect the original. So what we're effectively doing is layering the original signal that's panned left right now with a doubled varied signal that is panned over to the right. So, and this is what creates the doubling effect. If we just had the same recording twice, it's just going to sound louder. It's not going to sound like it's actually a separate voice. So the first option is the pitch variation. Basically what this does is it just varies the pitch on the double. So the further you pull this up, the further you'll hear deeper pitch variations from the original. So let me play this and I'll pull this up and pull it down.
I felt the calm before the storm, the clouds rolled and the thunder roared.
So if they sound exactly the same pitch-wise, it's not really going to sound like a doubled vocal. So I'm going to set this somewhere in the middle because if you go up too high, the double sounds like it's starting to fall like out of tune with the original, like there's too much pitch variation. Timing variation is how far behind the original the double is. So as you pull this up, it can start to create sort of like a Haas effect where the doubled vocal is slightly behind or slightly off time from the original. So I'll start with this all the way down and then I'll pull it up and pull it back down.
I felt the calm before the storm, the clouds rolled and the thunder roared. I beg the rain to take you away.
Yeah, so again, I'm going to favor something more towards the middle. As we pull it up, it starts to sound like a slap delay, which we don't want. So I'm going to pull this up to about 40 here. The vocal timbre, you'll be able to better hear if I pull the original down. Basically what it does is it controls the formants of the doubled vocal. As you pull this up, you're going to hear a sort of like a deeper tone of voice. And as you pull it down, it's going to sound more like a chipmunk sound. The formants are being shifted upward. So let's give this a shot.
I felt the calm before the storm, the clouds rolled and the thunder roared.
So this is if you want to intentionally make the doubled vocal have a little bit of a different tone than the original vocal.
I felt the calm before the storm, the clouds rolled and the thunder roared.
Cool. The last parameter is the vibrato. This is vibrato variation. So basically, if you have a recording without a whole lot of vibrato in it, you're not going to hear too much of a difference here. But what this does is it can vary the vibrato in the positive or in the negative, which basically emulates vibrato variations that you'd get with just layering up two different vocal recordings. I'm not going to turn this on for this vocal just because I don't like the way it sounds, but I will play it for you just so you can get an idea of what this does.
I felt the calm before the storm. The clouds rolled and the thunder roared. I beg the rain to take you away and break these chains that left me enslaved.
Yeah, you really only hear it on the notes where she's actually singing vibrato. So in this recording, there's not a whole lot of that. So I'm just going to hold Command and click on it to set this back to the default setting to 0. All right, so let's listen to this again with and without. So I'll start with, and I'll bypass it, and then I'll kick it back in.
I felt the calm before the storm. The clouds rolled and the thunder roared. I beg the rain to take you away and break these chains that left me enslaved.
So let's listen to this in the mix now. Let's put it in context.
I felt the calm before the storm. The clouds rolled and the thunder roared. I beg the rain to take you away and break these chains that left me enslaved, so I could run and find a place where I can be safe.
Yeah, that's nice. It really thickens her voice up quite a bit. All right, so another way to use this is to try it out on some instruments and make instruments sound like they've been doubled up. Right here, I've got a recording of electric guitar. It is in stereo, but it is just a single take of guitar. It's not doubled up. So let's give that a listen. So just like before, just kicking in the Duo plugin gives the guitar some width and emulates the sound of two different takes. So for this, instead of using the alto tenor setting or the soprano setting, which I used before, we're going to use the instrument setting. And I think we can probably get away with some more timing variations on this. Maybe not so much pitch variations because the pitch of the human voice varies wildly compared to musical instruments. So I'm not going to pull the pitch variation up too much. I'm going to keep the timbre the same and the vibrato actually both at 0. And let's give that a listen. All right, and then in context with the vocals muted. And then everything in with both the vocals and the guitar using the Duo plugin.
I felt the calm before the storm. The clouds rolled and the thunder roared. I beg the rain to take you away and break these chains that left me enslaved, so I could run and find a place where I can be safe.
All right, so that's the Avox Duo Evo plugin from Antares. Like I said, I got it as part of the Avox 4 bundle, and I'm probably going to do some more videos on some of the other plugins within that bundle. There's 11 plugins, and some of them are really, really cool, so I'm definitely going to be going over some of those. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and if you'd like to support the channel with a monthly contribution, check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/musictechhelpguy. Thanks for the support, and thanks for watching.